Okay, peace, peace, my peaceful people. What's good? It's your brother man Sanu, back from the nature trail. Alright, and now, y'all knew that I would eventually get back here, right? We are going to finish up our tarot exploration, right? We're going to continue where we left off, right? We got the Major Arcana in. Now we're going to do the Minor Arcana, okay? So we're just going to run through them real quick. And yeah, it'll be probably 2 hours later by the time I'm done. But okay, so yeah, so now one thing I need to say about this tarot, tarot is kind of a new journey for me. It's much newer than the Meduna Tarot is for me. I've been at the Meduna Tarot for the last 30 years. Tarot I've introduced to about 20 years ago, but I didn't really get firm into tarot till maybe about a year ago. Because like I said, I've been King divination and Meduna Tarot is pretty much all I've needed. But what I'm seeing is that the tarot actually adds another level of okay, so the Meduna Tarot Oracle, the Tree of Life Oracle, is a very, very special oracle because it's a spiritual oracle. I've said this before. Hear me say it again. It's an oracle that allows you to diagnose what's going on in your different spiritual aspects. I mean? First of all, absent of any oracle, the Meduna Tarot, the book, the first in the series of 7 books, that first book is a life-changing document because, I'm saying, the best thing to do is get that book without even the mind of an oracle, without even thinking about the fact that at the end of the book, you have the ability to understand how it relates to an oracle. That's all secondary because the information there is, about the spirit. It's about how, what's going on in your spirit and how to access it and how to affect it. How, and as well, it shows you how as above is so below. How you can see what's here in the spirit out there in the world as God working in the various, spaces that we find ourselves in. So it's a very special oracle in that way. It helps you to diagnose and understand and affect what's going on in the spirit, right? It gives you a whole, gives you the whole, a cosmogony, right? It's something that shows you all of the various parts, and it's all wrapped up into a, succinct whole. It enables you to see the whole. All aspects of life can be looked at on that tree. So, and then as well, the various aspects of our spirit is right there in that tree. So that's the thing about the Meduna Tarot. Now, King also works off of a cosmogony, right? The Bagua, right? The Bagua, the 8 trigrams, which we will get into next, actually. That Bagua is going to also be something that allows you to look at the various aspects in life in a succinct manner and be able to, pull symbolisms that relate to those, and you get a reading that is divine in revelation. So now the tarot, and you see I got my trusty magic tarot deck, which this is a deck that my mama gave to me. She gave me this back 20 years ago, actually, right? Along with this green sheet that you always see me having. I know some of y'all was like, Tehuti's color is not green. Why does he always have that green cloth? This is from my mama, right? It's one of the last memories that I have of my mama. Yeah. And I won't get all into that, but yeah. So this is something I keep with me, and I use for divination purposes. This is my trusty cloth. It's my mama's cloth. So, not to get off track. So yeah. The tarot is something that I've grown in appreciation for immensely within the past year. This has been something that I've been able to, through my own readings and through other people, readings, actually just uncover a whole world of information about various things that I've been dealing with, in the past year. Right. So now the tarot is very special because the tarot can take you deeper into mundane situations. You're looking at many of the details of, things that are, shown spiritually. You can get down to the details of these things by using the Meduniter in conjunction with the tarot. This makes it a very useful oracle. Like I said, I've been able to learn a lot of things that were definitely questions in my mind. You know what I mean? So over the past year, I've been able to really, really appreciate this oracle. I've been able to, get a lot of help on certain things that, like I said, have been a little cloudy. Whoa, man, those confirmations, boy, I tell you. Trying to tell you.
The minor arcana represent the outer life characters in situations that present mundane spiritual classrooms which serve to test our inner growth and the integration of the major arcana's lessons. These are the life cards, as I like to say. The cosmogony here is the four elements: water, air, earth, and fire, through which are presented as the four major aspects governing earthly life. Through the minor arcana are presented the situations of life.